Phishing. This is the foundational technique of digital social engineering. Traditional phishing usually involves sending a broad, generic, fraudulent message, typically via email, designed to impersonate a well-known brand or organization. The goal is to deceive a large number of recipients into clicking a malicious link, opening an infected attachment, or revealing personal information. Clone. This attack leverages a previously delivered, legitimate email to build trust. The attacker takes a real email that the victim has already received, copies it almost exactly, and then replaces the original link or attachment with a malicious one. They often send it from a spoofed email address that looks like the original sender's, claiming it's a resend or an updated version. Because the content is familiar, the victim is much less likely to be suspicious of the malicious payload. Spear. This is a targeted and personalized phishing attack. Instead of a generic blast, the attacker researches a specific individual or group and crafts a message that uses their name, job title, interests, or other personal details to appear highly credible. This personalization makes the target far more likely to trust the message and take the desired action. Whaling. This is a specialized form of spear phishing that targets high-profile senior executives within an organization, such as a CEO, CFO, or other C-level leader. The content of a whaling attack is tailored to look like a critical business matter, a legal summons, or a confidential internal issue, aiming to compromise the most powerful accounts in a company. BEC. This stands for Business Email Compromise, a sophisticated email-based social engineering scam that often uses impersonation, compromised accounts, or spear phishing to commit fraud. An attacker typically impersonates a company executive or trusted vendor and emails someone in the finance department. The message creates a sense of urgency and instructs the employee to send money, change payment details, buy gift cards, share sensitive data, or approve another fraudulent business action. Vishing. This is phishing conducted over the phone. An attacker uses voice calls to impersonate a trusted entity, such as a bank, a government agency, or a tech support specialist. They use a convincing tone and pretext to manipulate the victim into divulging sensitive information or granting remote access to their computer. Smishing. This is phishing carried out via SMS text messages. Attackers send text messages containing urgent-sounding alerts, fake delivery notifications, or prize winnings. These messages include a link that directs the victim to a malicious website designed to harvest credentials or to a mobile app that contains malware. Angler. This technique targets users on social media. An attacker will set up a fake social media account impersonating the customer service or support page of a well-known company. They then monitor the real company's page for users posting complaints. The attacker will then angle for this user by responding with a fake support message, directing them to a phishing link to resolve their issue. Quishing. This is a visual form of phishing that uses malicious QR codes. An attacker might place a sticker with a fake QR code over a legitimate one on a restaurant menu, a parking meter, or a public poster. When a user scans the malicious code with their phone, it directs them to a phishing website designed to steal their login credentials or financial information. Calendar. This attack uses calendar invitations as a sneaky delivery vector. The attacker sends a fake event invitation, often from a compromised or spoofed account. The description or location field of the invite contains the phishing link, along with an urgent call to action. This is effective because the invite appears directly in a user's trusted calendar application, automatically adding a sense of legitimacy and urgency to the malicious request. Evil twin. This technique blends a network attack with phishing to steal credentials. An attacker sets up a fraudulent Wi-Fi hotspot that mimics a real, trusted one, such as airport free Wi-Fi. When a user connects, they are often presented with a fake captive portal or login page that requires them to enter credentials, such as their email password or hotel room number, and last name before they can get internet access. This information is sent directly to the attacker. Website cloning. This is the practice of creating a convincing replica of a legitimate website's login page. Attackers will clone the branding, layout, and forms of a trusted site to create a fraudulent version hosted on a similar-looking domain name. When a victim is directed to this page from a phishing email, it is nearly indistinguishable from the real thing, making the deception highly effective. Link manipulation. This is a core component of phishing used to disguise the true destination of a malicious link. Attackers use several methods, including URL shorteners to hide the domain, homoglyph characters that look like real letters but are different, or typo squatting, where they register a domain that is a common misspelling of a legitimate brand. AitM. This stands for Adversary in the Middle, an advanced phishing technique that can bypass some forms of multi-factor authentication, especially one-time codes and push-based approvals. The attacker places a reverse proxy server between the victim and the real website. When the user logs into the phishing site, the proxy captures their username, password, and even their one-time MFA code in real time, then passes them to the legitimate site. The proxy then steals the resulting session cookie, allowing the attacker to hijack the authenticated session. MFA Fatigue. This is a modern attack that abuses push-based multi-factor authentication by targeting the human approval step. After an attacker has already stolen a user's password, they will initiate a login. This triggers an MFA push notification to the user's mobile device for approval. The attacker will then repeatedly trigger these requests in rapid succession, bombing the user with notifications. The goal is to annoy or confuse the victim into finally hitting approve just to make the alerts stop. Consent. This is an attack that abuses the permission systems of cloud application platforms like Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace. Instead of stealing a password, the attacker tricks the user into granting a malicious third-party application permissions to access their account data. The user clicks Accept on a seemingly legitimate consent screen, giving the attacker's app an access token that may allow it to read emails, files, contacts, or other account data depending on the permissions requested. Search engine. In this attack, instead of pushing a link to a victim, the attacker pulls the victim to their phishing site. They use search engine optimization techniques, paid ads, or fake support pages to make their malicious website appear near the top of search results for popular terms, often related to customer support, software downloads, or financial services. Unsuspecting users searching for help will click the top result and land on the phishing page. Thanks for watching. Which of these do you think will be the biggest threat in the next few years? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.